So I figured I'd do a little ranking of Spider-Man animated shows, because Spider-Man is a very versatile character and there's been a lot of these adaptations. For this list, I think I'm going to omit the 60s show and Spider-Man and His Amazing Friend. They are shows I've not seen much of, and it's hard for me to get an opinion of. It's hard for me to rank these shows compared to others. Now let's get to the meat of it. Number 7, Ultimate Spider-Man. Very cringy and corporate Spider-Man show. That's all about marketing him with other Marvel characters and being annoying at it. I recall I watched like 10 episodes when it first came out, and it generally became a stepping stone in me watching way less cartoons. I heard it gets better as it gets along. I believe ya. Its presence just kind of annoys me. Number 6, Spider-Man 2017. I actually saw 2 seasons of this. It was kind of a vibe though, it's kind of dumb. There are things I sort of defend in this show, but I also agree aren't that great. Like, it's cool seeing Peter's nerdy side, but it can get a bit excessive. And I kind of vibe with the mid-animation. Like, I take mid-animation with mid-writing over good animation with bad writing. But mid-animation is still mid-animation. The Midtown High idea is kind of interesting. Overall, I find another suburban Spider-Man with slightly revised villains and young people problems kind of bleh. I couldn't help but think of adaptations that done this better. Next up, number 5, Spider-Man 2003. This is an interesting case because it's one of those adaptations that acts as a pseudo-sequel to the movie at the time, with Harry being really fixated with Spider-Man murdering his father, while somehow being blonde. Honestly, animated series that act as pseudo-tie-ins to ongoing live-action movies could be its own subject. It's got some interesting ideas like what they did with Electro, and some of the mature theming. It feels like a weirdly dry Spider-Man adaptation. Like, a lot of the character interactions don't really stick out to me. They honestly seem to more in Spider-Man 2017. Far from worse, but not all that grand. Number 4, Spider-Man Unlimited. This is an interesting take with Spider-Man of whole futuristic Ampho setting. Overall, I'm just not a really big fan of futuristic-like settings. Similar case with Batman Beyond. It's got some interesting ideas. It ends on a bonkers cliffhanger, which a lot of Spider-Man shows did, but this is a really out there cliffhanger. Anyway, decent middle Spider-Man. Now, number 3, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This is another Spider-Man show I'm kind of mixed on, but you at least made it to the top half of Spider-Man shows. Compared to Ultimate Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2017, which have a lot of MCU iconography but couldn't really be MCU Spider-Man, this here is an MCU Spider-Man in an alternate history where instead of Tony adopting him, it's Norman Osborn. An idea I thought of before the show. A lot of times it does feel like change for the sake of change, and animation could be a bit jarring to look at. It's funny with this and Spectacular Spider-Man. Both highlight a different aspect of L. Thompson Lincoln to make him a more fleshed out character. That bit where we see him walking home, really good atmospheric stuff. It's only 1 season right now, so if it's strong enough, it could possibly make number 2 or dip below futuristic furry Spider-Man. Now number 2, Spider-Man 94. I remember checking this show out after seeing Spectacular Spider-Man, which spoilers would become my definitive Spider-Man. A lot of people were acting like this was the better show at the time, and just making all these comparisons in my head. Like, why are they introducing the symbiote story so early? Why is Rhino so lame here? Granted, better seeing it on its own. It's still a pretty solid and likable series. It's probably the funniest one of the way certain lines are delivered.
But the pain! It's excruciating!
And there's a lot of interesting ideas from this show. Later, Spider-Man reinventions felt more timid, but here they feel bold. We just out and doing it. A show to give a bit of respect. And of course, number 1, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular, spectacular Spider-Man, spectacular, spectacular Spider-Man.
And it's not even close. I hate saying it's not even close, but yeah, it really is here. There's just so much I could praise in this show. I've done like 2 videos highlighting positives. It honestly feels like my definitive Spider-Man period. Not just fin shows, but other adaptations, comics, games, movies. Like, I'd look at the newest games, Spider-Verse movies, original Raimi movies, and be like, yeah, those are cool, but they aren't spectacular to me. I like the way the symbiote story is told. I like the little nuances given to different villains. I like the various romantic dynamics. Even the way it ends. Yeah, it's an abrupt cliffhanger, but it feels like the perfect kind of Spider-Man cliffhanger. If you were to check out any Spider-Man show, it would be this one. Anyway, that's my opinion. What are some of your thoughts? Feel free to let me know. Cheers.